not a progressive thing. It's all or nothing. It's a tiring way to play, and Kaya really turning the screw now pressure-wise. Nano very influential.
And we've seen a couple of players go out of that defence already. I mean, the PSM side was a makeshift one to start with, but that defence, even in this game, has been severely changed, hasn't it? Drastically altered.
I think if I was Bojan, I would take the draw quite comfortably. It's not been his day-to-day in terms of things that have happened to his team, his setup. As we said, he's on plan C, plan D now.
Look how deep they are there. Is there a way through? Well, not like that. Not going to cause too much trouble. But you're right, it's going to be a long 20 minutes, this one, for the home side. Even Osas, who's worked so hard today, he's beginning to just slow a little bit. He's really, worked on his own tirelessly up top and offered them an out at times when they've needed it. But as it is, it keeps coming back now. Here's a bit of danger. Sayuri, does he go on his own this time? He may do, picks up after Osas. Keeper's got to be careful. And it stays alive, and Osas looks to get the ball back in play. Then he looks to go to ground. Referee disdainfully waves an arm and says, get on with it. Quite right. Away come Kaya. But that was a moment of danger. 2-on-1 for a moment, and in the end, Kaya survived. Now what have they got? Players on the edge of the area. He just took too long. Uesato there, wasn't mindful of the player coming back. Sayuri, who's done well. He slows things again. Well, this it goes. Time for a breather.
This is what we talked about, this counter-attack. Players want to get up and support. As Osis got the ball there and turned and looked to pick someone out, the only way they can do that is by putting in lung-busting 50, 60-yard sprints. And the further you go forward, the further you have to come back. So, yeah, it's a big task for PSM, really.
And his ball in is a good one. Savic deals with it. If you look at where Serif Hazic is really standing, he's holding a line on the edge of the area, and that's pretty much where they're camped at the moment, PSM. Oh, you can see what the ball was there from Nano. Clever one. Horikoshi can't get the ball in again. Oh, is that the potty? Was it in the area? Risky challenge coming in there, and maybe Hussein Aldor got away with that one.
I think a closer look at that, I would suspect that was either a penalty or right on the line. I think there's contact there, and I think he's a very, very lucky boy.
Well, surprised there aren't more protests there from Kaya, but that certainly looked, as he lined it up, you found yourself just wondering, didn't you?
Yeah, I think you'll be very thankful there.
Let's see if we get a replay of that one to look at anytime soon, but a risky moment at the back for PSM. And again, it was just the invention in that pass that just stretched them. It really did, and Hazic couldn't get on the end of it.
Yeah, he's a good little player, Nano. Hasn't really achieved probably what people thought he might, given the way he went through college. He had some really bad injuries, and he was out of the game for about a year and a half, trying to recover, but there's no denying the talent that boy has.
Hussein Aldor went down under a challenge then, and it just looked as if they might be away there. Takagni's annoyed because he thought he was in. Game, you feel, really is just on the edge right now. Which way is it going to go? Nicely, one header there. Good, strong defensive work. Horikoshi,
Fast side to
Uesato,
find him.
Left is open, you're right. He's going to need that diagonal. He hasn't got that there. And this is where things have just been breaking down a bit, unless this man can pick a pass. Clips one in, a little bit heavy. Nano too much on that one.
Well, he's an exciting player, Nano. He can make things happen, and we've seen the introduction. He's been playing passes that we've not seen that quality in at any other part of the game. These little reverse passes, and just waited to a point where they are put into a player's run.
Yeah, I mean, he arrived on the scene just, 2-3 minutes before half-time, and really, right from the get-go, he's brought something to this team that was sorely lacking, as they just kept really coming up against a maroon wall and not being able to break it down.
I had the pleasure of coaching him for a couple of months, and it was where he got his first big injury in one of our games, and yeah, it was a real shame. But you won't see anyone smile with a bigger smile. His smile's probably as big as he is tall.
Like his appetite, he's on the ball all the time. Wants it. It's nicely done. And he tried to roll with that one. Did Connor Takagni, and couldn't quite get through. But I mean, he's going to offer them a focal point, isn't he? You can see what he's all about.
Oh, he's going to be a big bruiser. And up against the Bosnian centre back that's just come on, he's not giving him his piece. He'll quite happily put himself about.
He'll be frustrated with his delivery there, really, Masanari Omura, because as the game goes on, you feel he's going to step forward a little bit more and get involved.
Well, let's see Kaya just going for it. They've got, as long as they keep the back door locked, and I think Osis he must be low on juice by now. He's been running pretty much non-stop throughout the game, so if they can just contain it, keep opening these spaces, keep dragging them around. You see those three just lurking against the centre-backs.
And there we go, an opportunity to take it to the byline, something we haven't seen enough of, really. Now just a moment of respite, really, for PSM as they go through the middle. That's a clever ball out to the left-hand side if he can keep it in, but he can't. And these little breaks are few and far between right now for the home side.
Yeah, I think there'll be less and less the more Kaya really push forward and turn the screw. I think it's going to be less and less. Some really heavy legs out there, having to defend with 10 men since the 10th minute.
Yeah. Let's have a look at how they shape up. Look at the top of the screen there, Simon. I've been impressed by Jason Panhai. He's coming. He keeps the width on the left. We've seen Horikoshi doing it on the right, and they've stretched this team, haven't they, as much as they can. Out it goes to Panhai. Now here's a chance. Into the area. Oh, it was deflected. Uesato's shot could have caused trouble, but instead it just took the sting out of it.
Just took all the power off it there. But well dealt with for the keeper. Good strong hand behind it.
And in the end, it was a crucial challenge that came in there from Hazic. Just got enough on it. But again, evidence then that with a little bit of width, opening up that defence, that could be the way through for the visitors. And what a result this would be if they could come to Indonesia and win a game in this competition. That would throw things wide open.
It really would. And again, well, no, we've touched on this before, but this really is, people don't understand behind the scenes, but this is a David and Goliath. It really is. Kaya is a small organisation, family run. It's not, one man digging his hand into a pocket paying for expensive players.
Horikoshi there. Well, they've tried to keep it alive.
Possibly to
That's
right
right hand.
No, he's not having that. That's 2 shouts. He knows he's touched it because he's not said anything to the referee, just tried to get out of there.
Really interesting, that one. That was Waziat there, who, again, will we get a replay? We didn't get one of the Eldor challenge in the area, and that's a little frustrating, really, because there might be 2 very legitimate penalty shouts there for Kaya. What can they make of this? Swings a long way from goal, and that's an inventive effort there, but never really likely to trouble the keeper from Simone Rota.
In fact, some of the players, certainly a couple of years ago, when they would come in order to get a salary that they were able to live on, they would have to coach in their academy as well to try and make up. This was how Kaya were pulling players in, and this is unheard of. There isn't even academies in Indonesia that are capable of doing that. So this is where we are. We have a team that has good salary, that pays good money. Then you have Kaya, who are a family-run team.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the difference. There's a club in the home side here, founded in 1915.
Yes,
and another one is 24 years old, and remember, from Makati.
Yes.
So, obviously a very modern day story for Kaya, but one that's working, and as you say, on a modest budget, they're doing great things.
Well, they will only get stronger because their academy is outstanding, and some of the young players coming through, I mean, they dominate in all age groups throughout the Philippines now. And full credit to ex-Azcal Chris Greywich for building that and continuing it on. He's done a great job there.
Yeah, and one of the general managers of the club, and it's a well-managed setup there, isn't it?
It's a well-run. When other teams in the Philippines are throwing money in and then going out of business, then throwing money in, sponsors being pulled out, Kaya have maintained the way they do things, the way they do business. They've maintained it all the way through, and really they will only get stronger given some of the players that will come through the ranks.
Yep, absolutely. So what happens now? We have maybe 10 minutes remaining in this one, and for all their endeavour in this second half. Just the one goal so far for Kaya. And always that threat that the physicality of PSM could undo them at the other end of the pitch. Sinaga may well be favoured to take this one. Again, Osas is getting involved. He loves mixing it in there. Oh, and that delivery wasn't the best. Straight at the two-man wall from Sinaga, who naturally appeals for a handball, but now has to just face up as Kaya look to build again. Do so with a bit of width. Nano's available inside. There he is. And it's all on the right of him. That's a good little ball as well. Can he get there? For once, is he able to deliver? No, he comes back inside again. To the number 17. And this is where things are breaking down. This is where they need a moment of inspiration. We saw it once with that left-footed ball to Giganto for the header. Horikoshi unable to work his way through. Broken play. This might just be the chance. There's an overlap on. Instead to play the ball in early. Looking for Takagni. Couldn't do anything there. Sato. It's just lacking composure when he needed it. We've seen that a couple of times now.
Just snatching at that, really. It sat down for him. He could have got that on target, but just snatching it over the bar.
And for the last time, we're going to see a change being made here. This is Hasim Kipu coming on.
Yeah, Sinaga very much playing out of position in order to get his work done today. Not seen as a left midfielder and having to do a lot of defensive work.
Yeah, that will have taken an awful lot out of him. And now it's a question of just seeing this one through. And again, look at the size on Hasim Kipu. He's got another physical presence coming in here just to try and continue that block between the goal and Kaya's attackers, who, in all honesty, haven't really taken the chances, Simon, when they've come their ways. Half chances here and there, shooting opportunities. We've seen just a little lack of composure. Yeah. Otherwise, you feel they probably should be in front of this game.
Well, I think at this level, there isn't that many times. I mean, you don't often see 5-6 drubbings. You don't see high scores. You know, coaches at this level, there are good teams. They've won their league, finished second in their league, won competitions. These are good teams that play against each other, so they're tight games. And when chances come, you just have...
Oh, that's lovely. Sorry, that's Nano, just to interrupt you there. But where's the quality there? You'd have expected better. He did so well to work the opportunity. Good choice. Oh, it's gone wide. It was a lovely ball in, and it was the captain, Bedic, who got on the end of it, and he knows he should have done better. Yeah. Oh, off the defender. And behind for a corner. But that was goal bound, and that could have been a winner.
Yeah, he knows how good a chance that one was. Just sneaked inside our door, attacked the ball that little bit better.
Will it come for the visitors, who are knocking on the door again? The outswinger floated in, Mitchell was up and down and wide, and again his face tells you a story.
He knows.
Had a jump on that and should have done better. Just enough of a challenge on him maybe to put him off.
Yeah, just enough.
Well, these are compelling moments as we come towards the end of this AFC Cup encounter. Is there to be late drama here in Jakarta's Madya Stadium, just at the Bung Karno? Kick out by Horikoshi, and that has to be surely punished as he was away there. Yeah, he's going to take a yellow for that all day long.
Smart little bit of play there, you have to say. He can't afford to have lost that one.
Yeah, Sayuri was on his way, wasn't he?
Has to make sure. Not at this stage, it's too important. If it takes a yellow card, you know, that's what it takes.
So his name goes in the book, and he's hurt himself in making that foul as well. So often the case. But he's taken one for the team, I suppose you'd say there. Now, they've got some height here, because of course with the second half introduction of Serif Hazic, there's a little bit more heft there to aim for, but it needs to be better than that. A substitute really not covering himself in any glory there with that delivery. Hasim Kipu.
now. Have a little look. He didn't look over his shoulder, did he? He just played that blind.
Played that blind with Osas, that wily campaigner. Knew exactly what he was doing there. And again, these are just eating into the final few minutes of this game and just stopping any kind of momentum that Kaya might be building towards a grandstand finish. Lovely little flick away, Sato, nicely done. Picked up by the scampering figure there of Nano, who uncharacteristically misplaces one. Well, let's hope this doesn't peter out. It's been too good of a game for that. There's been enough about this one to merit a winner for either side.
It's been enthralling, it certainly has. You don't want to take your eye off it, because as soon as you do, something's going to happen.
Safety first. He decides to, maybe not there. Carl Mitchell having a little bit of a think.
Just needs to be a bit careful. There's been a little bit of a downpour there, just in the last 5 or 10 minutes, so the ground's going to be a little bit slippy. It's a good flick if someone was on his wavelength and gambling in behind.
Someone really needs to get a hold of this one, and as it is, it's Kipu who played a good ball up there to Osas. He's got Mitchell for company, comfortably moves away from him. Now, is there quality from the left-hand side? Is there a shot even here from the substitute, Hassan Kipu? Oh, it's just wide! I don't know if it was a pass meant for Osas, but he turned it into a chance, and he's down on his knees. He knows that was a chance.
I'm not sure if that was a shot or it was I think it was a mishit shot.
Oh, so close to a goal, though. Either way, surely that would have settled things. Keeper wouldn't have had a chance. That was a shot. That was a shot from the substitute.
I think it was if it wasn't a shot, it was a pass in. Osas could have controlled it and fired it in the back of the net. I think he just had to get something on it.
Oh, what a let-off. What a let-off there for Kaya. Have they got anything as we come towards the end of this one?
Osas isn't even dirty there. There's not even a mark on his shirt. He's not had to do anything other than pick the ball out the back of the net.
And suddenly, Bojan Hodak's team have done a good job here, just dragging themselves up the pitch a little bit. They were sitting back and inviting pressure, as they've done a bit now. Oh, that's nice feet from the big man.
He's been caught out a bit there. Needs to get back into position quite quickly.
Now, can they spring quickly? Some tired legs out there as well. Let's not forget that. There he goes. Oh, nice little curling ball in. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Keeper was beaten.
Be smart.
Oh, Sato nearly draws a foul. They've got to be careful in there. Now some quality. Simone Rota delivers a curling ball far post. Too far. Oh, that was a scary moment there. It was Jason Panhai, who's been so good down the left-hand side, who put a ball in and saw it come back off the crossbar.
A bit of a cross shot, and the goalkeeper, who's been assured in the air so far, that time trying to palm it away, missed it off the crossbar.
Well, the good news is we've got 4 more minutes of this to go, and there's been a bit of drama about the climax to this game. What have we got still to come?
One more chance maybe for either side.
Osas can't win that. That's a heavy challenge. That's probably a yellow card. That's a clumsy one there. Yeah. And yeah, the card comes out there. Masanari Omura can have no great complaints about that.
Not the first of his career. He's a tough player. He played centre-back for a long, long time in Philippines, and was always a tough player to play against.
91st minute, ball gets away from you. There's only one outcome likely there, and it takes the yellow. And we've seen a sprinkling of these. It hasn't been a dirty game, but just 1 or 2 challenges a little bit overzealous. It's a little bit slippery, as you say, right now as well. Now, an opportunity and a bit of space and time for Horikoshi there. Gets his head up, looks at the options, into the middle it goes. And now the runners go as well. Takagi looking on the end of that one. And they'll have to be careful once more. Safety surely has to be the first priority. And that indeed is where it goes from Eldor. Are we going to see a mistake settle this one? Is there going to be a moment of magic? What have we got in the 2.5 minutes that remain? Horikoshi. Well, the call was for the line. Remember, he's just picked up a yellow here. Commits a foul there. Nicely done. Horikoshi again now. Whip the cross. Again.
quality not there, and unfortunately you don't want to single a player out, but time and time again hasn't quite been there, the composure.
No, and not really under pressure there. He had time to just wrap his foot around it, make sure it's a delivery, but rushed a little bit.
Simone Rota fancies this. He's moved right up at the end of this game. Thinks he might be able to influence this result. I don't know if he has a long throw, but he's looking to work to feet. There he is. Cagney comes and gets. Now, is there a cross at the end of this one? Yeah, not bad. Again, a little bit too much from Rota. In fact, it is bad. Out it goes. Twice he's got forward, twice he's not made the most of his crosses.
One might suggest they back said so.
He's 35 years old. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, he certainly can. I think he's earned that right.
Well, it looks as if we might be coming to an end here with a 1-1 scoreline, barring something dramatic right at the end of this one. The rain's just intensifying. It's been a thoroughly entertaining outing, this one, here in Jakarta. Spectacular for most of it. What a lovely layoff that was. And another yellow card. Oh, goodness me. Good Lord. He's been on the receiving end a couple of times today, hasn't he? Bojan.
Quite rightly, not
happy
not the
with
best.
that.
Not too happy with that one.
Well, Carlisle. Again, maybe the suggestion is get back and do some defending.
Yeah, stop talking, just get back into position. I'm sure that's what Diet Coach will be screaming at him.
All right, we're into the last minute. Time is fast running out. Hussein Eldor is not in a great rush here. Not the worst result in the world, probably for either side here. As that one goes behind, and surely that will be the last meaningful attack from the PSM point of view. Whether or not Kaya can put something together remains to be seen.
No, I think you're right. In terms of the results coming out of this with a 1-1, Kaya will be happy travelling quite a distance.
Unbeaten as well in the campaign.
Yeah, and given what PSM have had to put up with in the run into this game, and actually what's happened in the game, I think
before the game, PSM don't take a draw, do they?
No,
before the game, surely
no.
Well, there we are then. The referee has blown the full-time whistle. Simon, it's been an absolute pleasure there. Honest, even fair result?
Yeah, I think so. I think both got home happy.
All right, thank you very much indeed. So it was a game that saw all sorts of drama. A much-changed PSM side, weathering an early storm and then going in front through Osas in the first half. But with the introduction of the little playmaker Nano, Kaya really bossing things in the second half. Giganto getting on the end of a Nano cross and making it 1-1. Chances at either end. And at the end, after a thoroughly dramatic affair in Jakarta, it's honours even and a full-time scoreline of PSM MAKASAR 1, Kaya ST 1.